Let's talk about how underwriters are going to qualify your income. Let's talk about income, chapter 4 of the VA Lender's Handbook, probably the most important topic. So we're looking for 2 years of stable, reliable, predictable income that's going to continue in the future, because it makes sense. If I was coming to you and saying, hey man, can you give me $400,000? You're gonna wanna know that I have a job and that I have reliable, predictable, stable income before giving me that money. It's no different from when you're going to a lender. Yes, the VA is insuring and guaranteeing 25% of it against default, but you still need to prove this. And so your income, 2 years of history. Now, it does not have to be at the same employer. You know, I say, well, Jay, I worked at company A and now I'm working at company B right now. Am I screwed? No. If it's in the same role, in like kind of job scope and responsibilities, and you just switch jobs, that's fine. We're just trying to tie the last 24 months together and prove that it's going to continue in the future. My self-employed business owners, people that own at least 25% or more of a business, y'all are the trickiest, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, we have to go off 2 years of tax returns. Now, there are certain scenarios that maybe we can get by with 1 year, but most times it's 2 years of tax returns. If you're like, hey man, well, I just started this business 9 months ago, of course I don't have 2 years of tax returns, then we're stuck on a VA loan. Okay, maybe there's other options, but that's not what these videos are about. I get the confusion, I get it. I have a lot of friends that are like, well,
Jay, dude, I make $20,000 a month.
and I'm like, yeah, I believe you, but on paper, according to your tax returns, you make $20,000 a year because you write all this stuff off and you get creative with your taxes. I get it, I get the reasons why. You want to legally pay the least amount of taxes possible, but this could hurt you from an income qualification perspective. Okay, so self-employed versus W-2 versus 1099. W-2, y'all are the easiest, especially if you just have a base salary. Now, if you have variable income, when I say variable income, I'm talking commissions, I'm talking bonuses, RSUs, restricted stock units, these are variable income. Again, we want to see a 2-year history of you receiving these so we can qualify it going forward. So if you've just got into a sales position, like me, I'm a mortgage loan originator, technically I'm in sales. With me, if I just got licensed as a loan originator and I've been doing it for 6 months, that's not enough time to prove my commissions. We can't qualify. It doesn't matter if I made $1 million in those 6 months. We don't have a 24-month history. This is not Jay being a jerk. These are the VA guidelines. So you need to be transparent and just open with your lender about your income because it's helping us out. If we have to sit there and like go through it like we're freaking Columbo and try to piece it all together, you're putting yourself, you're putting us at a disservice. So active duty, this is important. If you're PCS'ing, say you're in Texas and you're PCSing and moving to Florida, we're not going to be going off the Texas housing allowance. We're going off the new duty station housing allowance. So wherever you're going to. Your LES, that's about as easy of income to qualify. It's black and white. It's right there how much money you make. There is no interpretation of how much money you make on an LES. You got your base allowance, you got your substance, you got your housing. There might be a few other things, you know, if you're foreign language or whatever, but those are the main things that we're looking at. When you PCS, we're going off the new housing. Here's another important one. If you are separating, ETSing, if you're separating from the military, this is big. We want to see that income continuing for the next 12 months or having the likelihood of continuing for the next 12 months. So if it's October and you're ETSing and getting out of the military in December, 2 months from now, well, then we cannot qualify your active duty income. If you're trying to buy a house right now in October, your income's going away in 2 months. We cannot qualify your income. So you either need to have a new job lined up with a job offer letter, or if you're getting retirement pay, if you're going to be getting disability pay, we can't necessarily qualify it yet, but we can start looking at these things. But that's another big thing to know. If you are separating from the military and trying to purchase a home, there's things that we need to look at and make sure you're working with a lender, because I have seen people that were working with other lenders that came to me and were like, well, dude, they pre-approved me. And we started peeling back the onion and looking at them like, well, they shouldn't have, because you're getting out of the military. It's right here on your LES. It shows your ETS date. You're getting out 3 months from now. Like, they missed that. So make sure you're working with a lender that knows how to qualify your LES income.